And I'll tell you guys since we're all friends. Every character I write has a piece of me in them. Hi, I'm Lee Bardugo. You're listening to the GrishaCast.
Welcome to GrishaCast, episode 134. In this episode, we will be having some holiday fun. This is your host, Eric.
And I'm Terry. From Nashville, Tennessee, this is your podcast for all things Grisha-Verse.
A world created by the one, the only, the lovely Lee Bardugo. Moi Saviani casters.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, Miss Doubtfire just came in there. So we are going to do some, oh my God, listen to cities. We haven't done that in a minute.
Right?
Ooh.
First, we have La Plata, Argentina.
Woo. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And next, we're going to Lausanne, Switzerland.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you, listeners, so much. It's such a giving time of year, and we thank you so much for it. So, goodness, it's been a minute. It feels like it has. Maybe just because we both have probably been running around like crazy. But we also, we had a lot going on recently, show-wise, So,
Yeah, it feels like it's been a minute to be in normal clothing.
Yeah.
Like when I was getting ready to go today, I was like, wait a minute. I just get to wear my regular clothes.
Yes. It's always a nice relief when we get, past that. I mean, it's so much fun to do, but all of a sudden it's like, okay, we don't have to, I don't have to get home from work and then start getting ready.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, it was fun. And
It was fun.
It was. And come on. I mean, Lee very much enjoyed one of them specific. She loved
Yes.
our Hell Beast and Witch of Duva.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's fun. But now we're still in the fun time of year. My favorite time of year. I know that's so cheesy to say, but it is. There's so much stuff going on at the end of the year. And
Yeah.
I love it. I love all of it. So, we're doing a little special end of the year holiday fun episode. So, hope you all enjoy because we didn't have to really do much preparing. We're just going to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to be
We're
fantastic.
just going to chit-chat.
We are. So, anyways, have you watched anything cool and fun recently? Seen any good movies?
I feel like there's a lot of things out and a lot of things came out all of a sudden and I felt like I couldn't keep up.
Yes.
The most fun thing was Spirited.
Yes. Agreed.
That's definitely the most fun thing I've seen lately. I love the songs. I love Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
He's my favorite actor. I love everything he's ever been in. I heart him so much.
Oh.
So I loved him in it, but he and Ryan Reynolds have never been anything together. And so it was fun to see that dynamic between, and it's perfect.
It is. Their characters were perfect. Everything about it was so amazing, and I agree.
I hope they do more things together.
Yeah, they really are a fantastic, pair.
Mm-hmm.
And so funny. And so for those of you out there that don't know what we're talking about, go and watch this new holiday movie. It's on Apple TV Plus, I think. I think you have to add the plus now. Not
Apple
really.
Plus.
Yeah. It is totally worth it, though.
Yeah.
It is.
I didn't know I didn't know anything about the storyline. And I don't know if I really want to say anything about it, but as we're watching it and then it becomes apparent what the play of storyline was, it was like, oh.
Yes. I did the same thing. I had no clue. I hadn't even seen a preview for it. I think I just saw an image of it when I was watching other Apple TV things. And then you said that you had watched it and you really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I want to give it a shot.
I saw the two of them on TikTok a few times. And then there was, I guess when they were filming it, Because now looking back on that TikTok, I'm like, oh, they're in their costumes, but they do like a duet where they're singing, like singing a stupid song. But the only thing I ever saw about it, I just thought it was going to be like a fun new holiday movie. But when you see what it's a play off of, yeah, it was really well done.
It is so well done. Everything about it is great, and I was really impressed that Apple, because Apple's new to the streaming kind of like making. Yes, they
But
stream.
they have so much money.
They do. They do. I feel like everybody's got to get their, get their little toes wet when they're starting to like make movies and things like that. And like that was incredible. And it's just definitely like so big. And I was so impressed by it.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah. I'm as you said, I'm adding that definitely to my holiday list.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched 2 other holiday movies that same day that I hadn't seen. I watched some of the older movies, but I watched, okay, so wait. It's a Wonderful Life. I'd never seen that before, ever.
I've not seen that one all the way through.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you, like, remember anything about it? Or, like, do you remember?
No, not really.
Was it a long time ago?
It was quite a while ago.
Okay.
And then you always see bits and pieces of it, like during the holiday season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I thought, I really liked it. And then I watched The Bishop's Wife, which I had heard was really good. And I really liked that one as well. So, and then, so I'm all in the holiday spirit mood.
What was it? We were talking about it. $18.99.
Yes.
Yes. Highly recommend.
Crazy.
Not going to say anything about it.
No.
Just that you need to watch it. What was the other one I watched?
So.
The Watcher. The Watcher.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
I think.
The Watch. The Watch.
Okay.
It's about like this little girl, not little girl, but she's a young girl that goes on like a hunger strike for like religious purposes, and she becomes like this worldwide like sensation. But it's a period piece, so it's like set a while ago. But so they call in a nurse and a nun to like watch this girl to like see if she is actually eating and it's a scam,
right,
or whatever. Yeah, but it's very interesting. Like. It does all it's one of those things where like when they finally discover the truth, it's like, this mind blowing, like, yeah.
Yeah, that was, I don't think I've seen anything about that. Is that on Netflix?
I think so.
Okay. I'll have to check. Is that a movie or is that a show?
It's a movie.
Okay. So I'll check that out. And before we got on the air, we were talking about another, it's a holiday show, Dahmer. Not so much right now.
It's something.
Yes, it is something. Yeah, that was a really very well done.
Yes.
However, like I think the thing that I really found so fascinating about it was a lot of us do know, like, about Dahmer, and that he killed gay men and but they actually brought out like things that I don't think a lot of people did know.
We were also young when this whole thing was going down. So those that are older than us might have known more of like the backstory.
Yeah.
Because we were just we were young when that was going down.
Yeah. I realized that I actually do, until I watch the show, you do think of all the people that, he killed just as victims. You don't, but it helped me realize, every single one of those men had lives and families, and it just did such a good job of going into that. However, it is very mature. It is not an easy watch.
No,
it's not. It was hard. There were some, especially in the beginning. It's not horror. I'm not going to say that.
No, it's not scary. It's a psychological thing where your brain doesn't like it because it's a horrible thing, but it's not like there's no like jump scares
No.
or like you're not going to sit there and like grab the arm of your chair all freaked out. But even if you don't like the subject, if you're really a big fan of like cinematic beauty, it was really, really well done. It was like a masterpiece.
I agree. And I feel like it's an unfortunate part of also like LGBT history. Like I mean,
I don't think I knew that piece of it. Like I didn't realize that he targeted
oh really?
like gay black men.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that was something I learned through the process.
Yeah, I knew that he had killed gay men because I knew he was gay, but I didn't know that it was specific to like, just black men and the area that he lived in, and it's just there's so much to it.
It sparked so many conversations at work.
Did it?
Like a couple people watched it, and so then we all watched it, and then we always have these big conversations around gender and culture. So it sparked a huge conversation of like, I know this is not a Dahmer podcast, so I won't get like, but I could talk about it forever. But about like, did he target gay black men because that just happened to be where he lived, or did he move there specifically because of the area? So like, it was a
Yeah.
we had some fun conversations around that.
Yeah, I know that when Chris and I started watching it, he does this a lot. He then like whipped up the Wikipedia and like read the entire thing. So like then I was able to ask him like, so is this true? And this and it was very, very factual. And anyways, it's a little past Halloween season, but it is a really See, I expected it to be a jump, like a horror. That's what I was really freaked out in the beginning because I thought that's what it was. But
well, and it's Ryan Murphy too. You know, with him doing like American Horror Story and all of that. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but
yeah. Well, hear it from us. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about people jumping out. It's more just like, oh,
it's creepy.
Yes, it is creepy. But okay, well, we went
now
backward. Now we're in such a great mood.
Now that we went super dark.
God. And it's hard for me to get out of those places. Like, I had to, what movie
Let's talk about something fun. Have you been watching RuPaul's Drag Race at all?
I did. I haven't finished it.
Okay. What, the season 14? Is that what you were watching?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't finished that because.
Who's your favorites?
You have to give me a second on that one because it's been a minute since I've watched one of those because I was watching all these other things with Chris now. So now I've got to remember. Hold on. I'll look. There are a lot of great queens.
Yes, it was. It's a really good season. I think that season was better than a couple seasons before it.
Willow is definitely. That's her name, right? Is it Willow?
Willow Pill.
Yeah, yeah, it's Willow Pill. Yes.
Yes.
That one. She's fantastic.
The one Rue calls Little Pill.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like her so far. She's just because her story is so interesting and she also
she's talented.
She is, and she comes in just like I think Sharon Needles did, where it's like someone that I think the other queens from the get-go underestimated, and then
she just kills it.
Right. And it surprises not only you, but like
she quietly kills it.
She does.
Because she doesn't come in like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna kick y'all's butt and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
She's just so like chill, and then she just freaking kills it. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's definitely one of my favorites so far. I'm trying to think of who else. Actually, I just realized I probably shouldn't. I'm trying to look up. I'm not. Oh wait, I realized if I do look that up, I might actually see something.
Yeah, you're gonna spoil it.
Okay, so I won't do that. But you know what Chris did by accident? He accidentally spoiled it for himself. He was.
Did he tell you?
No, I have no clue.
Okay.
Because he asked me if I wanted to know, and I said no. But see, I'm glad you asked me right now because I mean it has been it's been like maybe a couple weeks since I've seen it. So like not all the queens are like their names are stuck in my head, but just the fact that I remembered her for sure.
Mhm.
And then who else is
There's Lady Camden.
yes, Lady Camden.
I
She's
like Lady Camden.
she is funny.
There's Bosco.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say it. There's Diabetti.
Yeah. Not a
I'm not a fan.
I'm not either. So
Like I keep wanting to be like I always want to call her Bitter Betty because like every single episode she's just like wah wah.
yeah.
Just complains about everything and just no.
And I don't like the whole like crystal method thing. Like, I mean,
Right?
I don't like the fact that like just because they're in the same like house that they do the same lips.
Yeah.
That kind of drives me nuts.
And then she was like, everybody calls me Crystal. Well, stop being the same then.
Yeah.
Deja Sky, Georges.
She's
So little. This little itty bitty thing.
She is, and she's Nashville.
Yes, from Nashville.
That's surprising.
Jasmine Kennedy, Carrie Colby.
Okay, so
I like Carrie Colby.
yes, I do love Carrie Colby.
Maddie Morphosis, Orion Story,
Oh,
Cornbread, which
yeah.
I won't go there.
Okay.
Alyssa Hunter and June Jambalaya.
Okay. Yes. So now I remember. Yeah, they are a lot of talented queens.
Yeah.
It's definitely a dynamic cast. I've definitely been impressed with the challenges. They've been different so far from what
Yeah.
I've seen. But yes, I am. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. And I thought that would bring it up a little bit.
You needed to, because you know what happened is I had your Amazon accounts on my TV in the bedroom, and then for some reason Chris moved it. I remember it because I remember we were watching something in there, and he's like, "Why does this say Terry and kids?" I'm like, "Because it's Terry's."
Yeah.
Because we do that.
Because we share things.
We do.
Because we're friends.
We have to. Yeah. So now, since that's not there, I forgot about it.
Well, yeah.
So, okay. Well,
And then there's a new season of the UK race too.
see, I feel like there's so much drag race now. Which is actually a good thing. I'm never going to be caught up.
But like I hate to say this. I'm so sorry. I don't like I'm not a fan of the Canadian one.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
And I wish I could understand the other ones, like the Italian and the Spanish ones. Like I wish I could understand it better because I feel like I'm too busy reading
Subtitles.
the translations and not watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are hard to watch, but I really, really enjoy UK Queens. Like they are the best. I have loved the UK versions better than the US versions.
So far, I've only seen the first season. I started the second season, but just like barely started it. But yes, I agree. I did like from what I've seen so far.
I love their humor and their sass and everything. It's
And
so
also
good.
they I love lip syncing, but I also love that these other queens, like, I mean, they don't do a lot of lip syncing, really. They actually perform more over there.
I think it depends. I think I enjoy the US
Oh, I love lip syncing.
lip syncing more than the UK lip syncing,
Yes.
but I enjoy the queens more on the UK.
Yeah. I think because, like, yeah, I like the US lip syncs because, I mean, that's,
It's more over the top.
yes. And it is, yeah, lip sync assassins. Mhm.
Woo! Alrighty.
So let's get on into our shenanigans and fun little game. So we're gonna do a little, we're just gonna play some games. So what we have thought of
We're gonna play
games,
like a little game.
GAMEF.
We're gonna play it.
We are.
Okay.
If I can get through it, if I can finally spit it out, Eric. What are we doing? Because we're playing games. Okay, listeners, did you catch on? Okay, so anyways, this is an idea. Hopefully we'll like it. Since it's the holiday season, we're going with like this little theme that one, I think it'd be hilarious to think of kind of if our Grisha-verse characters all came over for a holiday party. And this is like, we're going to start off by saying, what would they bring to the party? We're going to throw in there, like, I mean, yeah, you can bring whatever, but also, like, I mean, I'm gonna make sure that, like, they bring some kind of food, like it's like a potluck. So it's fun to think of our characters like that.
A dish to pass,
Yes. So,
as the Northerners say.
oh yeah,
A dish to pass.
oh yeah.
That
So,
confused me so much when I went to the North and they're like, we're going to go to this thing and we have to bring a dish to pass. I'm like, what?
oh, is that what they say?
Yeah, instead
Oh,
of potluck. Because, like, potluck is a Southern word.
Oh.
And I was like, what are you talking about? I was so confused because I was taking it literally. And I was
Yeah,
like, we're
that's
going to,
what-
like,
That's what I thought you were talking
pass it.
No.
And like,
Okay.
and yeah, so once they explained, I was like, oh, a potluck. And they're like, no. Like, yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, that is. It's a potluck, yo. So, okay. So we're gonna start off. Should I list our characters that we're gonna have fun with, so we know?
Just start at the
or-
top and just go.
Okay, so
Play
just
your game.
okay. So, well, we have to start from the beginning. So we're gonna bring in some shadow and bone characters. And you know what? I think Alina would be the first to arrive for some reason. So let's think. Okay, so Alina. Oh, okay. So what would she be bringing? She would definitely. I see her as making something. Definitely like homemade.
I mean, if we're going to go with like early Alina, not like end Alina, but like
Oh, was she
Shadow
wondering?
and Bone Alina, then like she could literally like do s'mores at the table.
She could. She could.
It's like, or when the flambe at the table, when they have the little cart and they come to the table, like she could totally do that, like with each person, be like, "Bleh."
She could. You know what? You can also bring your sweet potato casserole, not heated, and she could melt the marshmallows on
She
top.
literally would keep everything hot like,
Oh my
on the
God.
table.
I would love that because that's the biggest problem I
Right?
have is like
The
my
timing of like keeping everything hot.
yes, and eating it, and I want it to be hot, and like
Yeah.
that. I hate that because I always put so much food on my plate, and by the time I get halfway through, it's kind of cold. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. So yes, she could. She's just gonna be a warmer.
She's the Alina toaster.
Yeah, which is great because a lot of us have issues with trying to keep our food warm. And also, you know what? I'm just gonna put her down and think she's bringing s'mores because that's just really funny.
Roast your marshmallows, y'all.
Wow. Okay, so there we go. So Alina's first, and then
She's got to bring her boy toy.
really,
She has to bring Mal.
Can he just sit in the corner?
I know, right? Well, I mean, that's
What
kind of
would
the
he
thing.
bring? Mal?
Like, nothing, because he's a
with
bro.
He's just next to her.
He just shows up because that's what he does in the books.
Yeah,
He's just there.
he just
And
yeah.
everyone forgets he's there.
He's attached to Alina's hip and just kind of
I'm sorry. I know some of y'all are like over the Mal hate.
right. And we love. I love the actor, the person that does this character. I think he does show different.
Show Mal
Different.
is so much better. Book Mal is like wah wah.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, like if we're talking about Book Mal, he's just there.
So Mal's that +1 that you're pissed that actually got added that you didn't know was coming.
He eats the food without bringing anything.
Yes, he is. Ugh, I'd be pissed. Yeah. So,
And he eats like this.
oh God, and he probably starts some really horrible conversations. Could you imagine? He would.
Or he's confused at all the other conversations because they go over his head.
Yes. So then he walks over to the TV and just starts watching his football or something.
The Thanksgiving Day football game. Sorry for all of you overseas people, but
yeah, we are. I mean, that's what we're. Yeah. So I am imagining them at a Thanksgiving. But okay. So then the Darkling would definitely show up. He would definitely be invited. And he,
Black Forest cake.
yes, I mean,
Death by chocolate.
death by chocolate. Yeah, it is really hard to think about the Darkling bringing something that's not chocolate.
something dark.
Yeah.
Or he'd bring something really disgusting like whole cranberry sauce.
Oh, yeah. He probably would be that.
Or that really gross homemade stuffing. Like he'd bring something like really nasty.
He would.
Or really, really dry turkey.
Yes, really dry turkey. What else? Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're going to come back to him. I want to think about him a minute because I'm not quite sure about it. But I do like the Black Forest cake. I'm trying to get past chocolate. It's so hard, but are there any other like really good foods that are just, no, because he wouldn't bring anything good. You're right.
No.
He would.
Unless it's like a hidden talent of his.
And see, that
And then
actually is funny. Like,
and he ends up bringing like the most amazing, juicy, moist turkey in the entire universe.
what if he like makes homemade mac and cheese? Just it's like this amazing, like this is like
with the homemade roux.
Yeah, he's just okay. I like that so far. We're just gonna pretend that that's a secret. It's a hobby of his. Yeah.
Or a really amazing pie with like the really decorative,
yeah,
like late lattice.
Yes, he would braid. He'd make sure it's gorgeous. It would be perfect. So next we're going to bring some Zoya in. I don't see her cooking anything.
She would bring the flower arrangements.
Ooh.
Maybe. No, I think Jenya would do that.
She'd bring drinks and ice. No. Zoya. I mean, I just don't see her cooking. Okay.
She would bring...
She'd make Nikolai make it.
Yes. She would bring the White Claw.
Yes, she would. She would definitely bring some alcohol to the party. Yes, she would. That's it.
I'm calling White Claw because one, claw, bear, claw.
I like that.
Because she wears... Anyway.
Yep.
I'm like going to really over-explain this. Like you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, because it's such a like weird basic B thing for her to like bring. I think it's funny. So I'm calling White Claw.
I like that.
For Zoya.
Yeah. And I...
Like the multi-pack.
Definitely. And she would, of course, bring that. Like, I feel like she definitely would be bringing, like, something to, like, some kind of alcohol, something
And she'd sit at the head of the table with one arm behind the back of the chair.
Okay.
I'm seeing this.
Okay. So she's the head. And then Nikolai definitely would... I feel like even though they'd be coming in as a pair, he would definitely have something of his own that he'd bring. He's
standing there proudly with a dish in his hand.
Yeah.
Like Zoya's standing there with like the 24-pack of White Claw in one hand, like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
And Nikolai comes in with like a dish with like a really like big smile on his face. Like,
yeah, he would be very proud of bringing like mashed potatoes or... No, he would probably be... I feel like he would definitely actually be the one that would be in charge of, like, the meat or the turkey.
Or, like, some form of, like, seafood.
Okay.
Like, maybe the gefilte fish.
Ew. I love gefilte fish, but not at this holiday.
Hey, you know, it's a different world.
It is.
But he's, like, captain of the seas. So I feel like...
Yeah, but he is... He loves to sail, but we know how much he loves food. Doesn't he? He loves extravagant and, like, crazy food. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, yeah. He'll bring the meat. It could be seafood in Terry's world, and to me, he is deep frying a turkey.
I see him with, like, you know, one of those big, massive fish that are still, like, intact.
Oh, God.
Like, that's what I picture him with.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're right. He would bring something that nobody else would be able to afford or be able to, like, and hasn't eaten. Like,
And he would, because he's out on the seas. So, like, that's just why
I like that.
either that, or if we're going with, like, King Nikolai, like
Yeah.
a pig, you know, like with the apple in its mouth, like you see
Oh,
it,
why?
like all of the like extravagant like royalty shows always have that pig with like the apple in the mouth.
It's like the size of a room.
Uh-huh.
He's not carrying it. He's got help servants that
Yes.
are bringing these in
Yep.
because
I can see that.
Yes, and it definitely has the pig. It definitely got the apple. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
With all the big vegetables around it,
yes, on a
like
big.
dressed really nicely.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yep. And Zoya's just there, like drinking her White Claw.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so that's good.
100%. I think that's where we need to land on that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. So now this one's going to be an interesting one. Kaz. We have to have Kaz. However, ooh,
Something that he would have shot, right?
would he have killed something and actually brought something?
I don't know. I mean, he's a shooter. So, no, Kaz, not Jesper.
Yeah.
Kaz.
Thinking
I got mixed up there for a second. I think I jumped ahead in my brain.
it's
Kaz.
okay. It's the same story. Kaz, it probably would be a no-show.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I would love for him to be there, but I mean, he would probably be like, yes, 100, I'll be there. And then just be like, nope,
and
he's
then
still
finds
dead.
a way to like. Either he doesn't say anything.
He comes for the food and leaves. Probably.
Maybe he doesn't even sit down. He like walks in
Throws
and like takes some food and like just pieces out.
He leaves you a bag of chips. He's the one that brings chips. Yep. He just picked him up on the way.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Or something he stole from someone on the streets of Ketterdam. Like somebody begging for food. And he like talks them out of whatever they had and then he brings that. And then he like takes better food and leaves.
Yes. I see that. Kaz. Yep. And he would.
Either that.
Oh.
We could go a whole other way with this.
Okay.
Either that or he heists a big like supermarket or like a Costco. Like they could go either way.
And brings you
Like he could show up with like the biggest, massivest feast ever. And everybody would be like, where'd you get that? And he would say, I can't tell you. Or he'd come up with some clever line.
Yeah. I think that's good. Because I see him, of course, like bringing in like 1 20-pack of, I don't know, any kind like random like Jello or paper towels because you can only buy things in 20 packs at like Costco.
Yeah.
I
either okay. So yes,
like
I
that.
either see him being like a stick in the mud or he like robs some giant rich person's meal. Like there's some sort of heist involved with it and like everybody had no idea like what was happening. So it could go either way.
I like that. I like that he's bringing just a 20-pack of something.
Or there's like 5,000 people. Like when he shows up, there's like 5,000 people that just keep coming in with like food. And he's just
still
like,
in the wrap. Like, I mean,
and he's just sitting there like, I
Enjoy.
did that. Yep.
Okay, so then Inej would be with us. However, like, see, I keep on thinking we're at the end of the story, so that's where we are in my head, just letting you know. So I'm thinking, like, that's why.
Like where we are at the end of the Grisha-verse.
Yes. So Nikolai and Zoya, they're together. So Inej is. Okay, so this doesn't go. She'd probably be really. She's got knives, so she's really good at probably like.
She's bringing the veg.
Oh, yeah. She would definitely bring veg. She would be good.
Because she's like, chop, 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 chop.
Yes.
And she doesn't want to kill anything.
You're right. Yeah, so she would bring a veggie plate to die for. I mean,
In intricate, like, shapes.
oh yeah.
Or,
Edward
like, you know how...
Scissorhands.
Yeah, she probably has, like, the watermelon basket with, like, all the, like, shapes in it. And then all the veggies are in shapes of, like, roses and stuff.
Yes, and she would definitely have jicama on there, which is
100.
like, and everybody would be like, "What is that?" And she'd be like, "Of course, yeah, you haven't tried jicama?" Because I totally see that. I love the idea of like this beautiful veggie plate. That definitely has all. Oh, that'd be really fun. Okay.
I mean, or the charcuterie board.
Oh yeah, a charcuterie.
But, like, everything is intricately cut.
I think, yeah. You know what? Charcuterie actually does sound better because, I mean, not that it have meat on it. She wouldn't have meat. I think she'd just have, like, the olives and crackers and, like, definitely. Yeah, it'd be really pretty. Okay. I like that. I'm definitely for the charcuterie. Coochie.
Charcuterie.
Yeah. Charcuterie. Okay, so that's a nudge. Okay, and then so now we can do Jesper. So now Jesper.
Okay.
So you are hung up on his guns.
Yeah. Isn't everyone?
Right.
That's like really all I can. Like, maybe he shot the pig that Nikolai's bringing in.
Yeah. Could. So okay. Jesper, we gotta remember, so he's gonna be he's gonna be with Wylan. So they would definitely come in together. I definitely know that Wylan would be like he's pretty much like in my head on the Great British Bake Off. So he would be a baker and he would bring just some phenomenal desserts.
I see him coming in with like great grandma's sweet potato casserole recipe.
Yeah.
Like I see him coming in with like this really sweet, like not like taste sweet, but like lovingly sweet dish.
Okay.
And he's really the only one of the group that's had like a loving, I mean, not like as he got older, but like he was raised as like a proper child. So I could see him like actually having great grandma's recipe, whether it's like a pie or like something. Like I see him having like the traditional.
It's sweet.
Something.
And it's he definitely would. And Jesper, I feel.
Why is that one hard?
I don't know. Jesper is really hard for me right now. He would probably. I don't know.
Right? Like I can't. Like he's famous for being like sharpshooter.
Right. But he's not going to shoot something to bring it to the dinner. I just don't see that happening. I see him he probably wouldn't bring anything.
Is he just there with Wylan?
Yeah, he probably would.
And then tell everybody that they're just lucky that he's there?
Yeah, he's the entertainment. He's there to he brought the games. He brought the board games and the entertainment. Yeah, he wouldn't make anything.
He brought the telestrations.
Yes, definitely. He definitely brought illustrations. We got a lot of good couples actually here. I just realized.
Yeah.
Because now we're
everybody couples up, in the.
So now we got Nina and Matthias. Okay, so that's funny.
Nina has a big old hunk and dish of something.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? Like she's got a big old. But but again, we're going back to when it was Nina and Matthias and not Nina and Hannah.
So we can do yeah.
So,
okay, so we'll do both.
So I just see her coming in with just this big smile on her face and this big giant
a basket of something. I feel like it'd be in a basket.
Okay.
I don't know why. But yeah, it'd
be a big basket of sweetbreads.
Yes.
Like sweet rolls.
Yeah, not sweetbreads. Not the meat sweetbreads. Yeah, because that's, I don't know. I can't remember what that is, but it's not good. I don't want to try it. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Sweetbreads is a part of like some kind of, you'll look it up.
But definitely like carbs.
Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely carbs. She would, she would have all the sweet rolls. She would just have like told you, what is it?
Oh, gross.
What is it again? I couldn't remember. It's some kind of,
It's a culinary name for the thymus or pancreas, typically from calf or lamb.
yep.
The heart sweetbreads are more spherical in shape, while the throat sweetbreads are more cylindrical in shape.
Yep.
As the thymus is replaced by fibrous tissue in older animals, only pancreatic sweetbreads come from beef and pork. All right.
Yep. Okay. So that's what I thought you meant at first. And I was like,
No.
oh, no, she doesn't know what that sweetbreads is. And I can't remember why I know that. I've never tried it. I saw
No,
it.
thank you.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, if y'all love it,
Yeah,
more
go for
power
it.
to you. But we're talking about carbs
Yes.
because Nina likes her carbs.
She does.
So she's got the big old basket of like
Bread.
really like sweet rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Matthias, I feel like if he were there with, okay, so he would bring like deer meat.
I was gonna say like a bear.
Yeah.
He's got
Just
a
a
bear
bear.
like slung over his shoulder.
His shoulder. An entire bear. That, like, he just killed on the way over. Like, he's like, I'm just gonna go skin this in the back real quick. It'll just be a minute. Okay. So he would he'd be our grill master. He'd be in charge of the meats. Yes, he would. He would be in charge of the meats.
He'd be in the backyard making the fire and the spit to like roast the meat on the
He would, and he would be wearing he wouldn't have an apron, but someone would have to like give him one, and it'd probably be some kind of like fluffy, like, you know, feminine girl, like, I mean, just like
with ruffles.
ruffles.
And,
Yes.
yeah, kiss the cook.
Absolutely. Definitely kiss the cook. And he would not care.
Or the one that has like the woman's like body in a bikini.
That is an amazing
Okay,
image
somebody
right now.
draw that
Please.
immediately. Immediately. I demand you to draw that immediately.
Oh, I really love that image.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. So, I don't know if I could do Hana. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I think let's just stick with Matthias.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we are going to have one more person at ours. And, you know, it's going to be a surprise for everyone. But, you know, the apparat would, of course, show up.
Because he ruins everything.
He would. He would be that guest that arrives early, like gets there an hour early, and when he hasn't been like okayed to do that,
Or he's not even invited.
yeah. So he's there an hour early and he wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
While you're trying to get everything ready.
Yes.
Yep. And then stays till the very end, and you pretty much are kicking them out the door. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. So
And he's interrupting every conversation. Yeah.
yes, he's trying. And I feel like he would really try to show off. So he would definitely bring something homemade. He would try. I don't know. Now I gotta think. Well, what would he?
I feel like he would bring like wine for like some sort of holy sacrament, something or other. Something like
could.
sacrificial, like this is the blood of the holy saints.
Okay. Yeah. The blood of the holy saints.
Because for some reason I put him in I'm not trying to be offensive here, but like I guess just because of the way that he like dresses and the way that they kind of like have his character, I always put him in kind of like the Catholic.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the robe.
Yeah.
I think that does that.
So I feel like he would bring some sort of like
Yeah.
body of Christ.
I was just
something or
gonna
other.
say that. I was like, he brought matzah, which is just like that. But, that's funny. So I can see that. Yes. I feel like if he did bring the wine, it would be something that like he did himself.
Jello mold.
Oh, yes. He would.
The
Oh.
Jello mold with like extra chunky fruit in it.
Yep, he would. And he made it himself.
And it's in a bunt pan thing, so like it jiggles on the plate.
It's clear too. It's clear.
Oh.
So like, I mean, he
So you see everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's so proud. He just learned how to use the gelatin strips.
And there's like some sort of weird animal hair like stuck to it.
Yeah, and also some kind of weird canned meat.
Dirt.
Canned meat.
Because he smells like
dirt.
Earth. And he lives underground for like a long time. So yeah, it's like a really dirty, disgusting Jello mold. That is it.
There we go, guys. That is our Grisha-Versa-Giving.
Do you agree? Do you have other ideas? Let us know.
Yeah. Well, I think that was really fun.
That was fun.
Okay. So
that was a great idea, Eric. Thank you for thinking of that.
Well, we're going to be done for this episode, but we'll maybe play our other ideas maybe next week. So, okay. Well, I hope you guys had fun with that because we did.
We did.
And it really had a whole new spin on the way I see some of these characters. So
you didn't go back to the Darkling.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, Darkling. Okay, he. I feel like I'm still gonna go with the chocolate because I can't get that out of my head. But he would bring like maybe like I don't know, like toffee covered nuts with like chocolate cover. Like I mean, no, raisinets.
Raisinets. I mean, he definitely brings the ambiance.
He does. He would bring something very weird too.
Why?
Maybe he'd bring calamari. I mean,
I don't know why that one's like.
I don't either. Maybe because I mean we just don't. I don't even think I can't even imagine I've got to imagine the Darkling eating because I want to see him like. He would definitely bring some kind of. This whole party is very interesting. I would love to be able to.
Or maybe he brings something like super, super exotic. Like
he brings a soup.
A soup.
I don't know why, but when you just said super exotic, I was like, soup.
Huh.
It'd be some kind of, I don't know. I'm seeing it. But yeah, exotic works too. Yeah, I kind of see him for some reason making a cold soup.
A cold, like a.
Yes, gazpacho.
Or like one of those weird like strawberry soups or mango soups.
Yeah, definitely.
That I ate on the cruise ship because I was very curious about what a cold soup was.
Oh, I bet that was tasty.
It's like a smoothie.
Yeah. Just in a bowl.
I was like, you literally put a smoothie in a bowl, y'all.
And gave me a soup spoon.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, well, that is our wonderful meal. Hope you all
eat up.
Yeah. Enjoy. Thanks for coming. Okay, well, so we've got first off, listener thank yous. We definitely want to say thank you to everyone, all of our listeners. We are so thankful for all of you. It just means so much to us that you listen to our show and like it. And it's just, that really is incredible to us. I would like to do a shout out to Justy Official. It's on Instagram. I'm so sorry. I don't think I believe that's right. But thank you so much for enjoying everything. Justy Official, by the way, said that they just found out about our podcast like about a month ago, and it took them a month to binge all of it.
There's a lot.
And I was like, that's so like, wow. Think about how much that is. Mm-hmm. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
We love that you enjoy it, especially if you went to the very beginning and started, then kudos to you to keeping with it because whew,
it just gets better with time.
It does. We are definitely a wine. We are good, or a brandy that you just let it sit for some time. Let it sit for a year while it gets better. Okay.
But also thank you to everybody who is sharing their Spotify
Yes.
end of the year and where we're number one in that spot or anywhere on your list.
Yeah.
Like, share it with us. We've enjoyed seeing that. Thank you very much.
It has
It
meant
means a lot.
Yes. And we started getting quite a bit of those. And then I realized, and I shared the first couple, but then I was like, okay, wait a minute. I can't keep on doing because we keep it it's people will probably get really annoyed if if our Instagram story feed is just so I started messaging, and I think that was a little bit easier and more personal anyways. So thank you all. And anyways, yeah, so that's it. That was a fun show.
Mhm.
And we will be back next week. And we will.
Yes.
So, yeah. So we will see you all next week. Sorry that sounded so weird. My producer just, I don't think understood a schedule, but we are. Well, Chris knows I love him. He just threw me off. We had just discussed that. Okay. Anyways, thank you all for listening. It's been fantastic.
Bye.
Bye. Long live the Grisha-verse.
Like, we're at the end of the hour, so my voice is a little husky. A+.
No mourners.
No funerals.
This has been GrishaCast. Connect with us on the web at GrishaCast.com. Send an email to info@GrishaCast.com.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at GrishaCast.
And thank you to our amazing staff, Chris, Michelle, Alex, and Brenda. Bye.